What's up, ladies and gentlemen? ChuckfinleLP play Spyro the Dragon, Ripto's Rage, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage Part 2. This is right near the beginning of the no, excuse me, sorry, the Summer Forest homeworld, right about where you start start the world, and there's a pool here of water that we can swim through. And I figured since we have the swimming ability, might as well go ahead and try to get a lot of this swimming stuff out of the way early on. And then we'll worry about going on to some of the other levels that are a little bit farther into the level later on. And as you can see here, this is where that orb was, right where we need to go. Actually, that portal right there is where we need to go. But I'm going to go ahead and dive underwater here really quickly and clear out the gems that we have to get through here. I'm not going to go through that opening at the bottom of the castle there, because that will lead into the to the rest of the area, and I want to save that until I'm ready to go over there. Just to be convenient. There's really no reason not to. It's not like I'm afraid of spoiling anything or anything like that, but it's just easier if I go ahead and do it like that. Anyway, so this is Colossus. This is one of the demo games that if you played on CTR, you could play on this. You would be able to play this level completely on the demo. And so what they were doing there, I believe they were offering the goat to the Yeti. That was a Yeti that we actually have to fight later on in this level, but I'm sure he'll tell us about it.
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him.
Alright, so the goats are not big enough. I'm not sure. I think they may, if they ram you, they may do damage to you. I don't remember, to be totally honest. But they are. If you may have noticed, I don't believe there was even some of this in Spyro 1 as well.
By concentrating, I should be able to open this door for you. There are some enemies that are just that aren't big, but they're not small, and you can't just run through them, or charge through them easily. And if you will see the kind of the medium range where they're just small enough for you to charge, but you can't run through them. You will be knocked backwards and stopped in place if you run into them. Those goats are an example of that. Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
And so that just something.
Enemies like those yaks are too big to be charged. Your flame attack should easily take care of large enemies.
Yeah, that's just something to look out for. I've never actually been hurt, like I haven't been knocked off a cliff or anything like that because of running into a medium-sized enemy, but it's just something to look out for. You can see how you get stopped. How you get stopped in your tracks, but while you're charging. Did I get that piece of treasure? Okay.
Each time you defeat an enemy, it will release a spirit particle. The spirit particles will activate the power-up in that world. If a power-up is inactive, you need to defeat more enemies.
Alright, so those are called spirit particles. And so you see here we need to get 11. We need to get 11 to unlock this particular power-up gate. And there's 13 enemies in the level, so we're gonna have to wait a little while before we can unlock this particular gate. So that's why there's another route that we have to take. going through here. See, there's not really a whole lot of areas where treasure can be hidden, but it's just best to look out for it. Sparks' range is definitely increased.
Hey, look what I can do.
In this game, compared to Spyro 1 by quite a bit. And so you don't really have to worry about potentially missing treasure as often as you did in Spyro 1. Of course, you don't want to go through a bunch of treasure really fast. You just so that you're just to make sure that you can get to it. But it's not as important to take it really slow around treasure like it was in Spyro 2. Now the range, I believe, does decrease with Spyro taking with Sparks taking damage.
Remember Hunter's advice. You will glide farthest if you press the X button at the very top of your jump.
So you want to remember that and just keep that in mind. You always want to keep Sparks full of health. And because this game you do get the blue butterflies by killing fodder, you might as well. And so it does seem like if you run these goats head on, if they're charging into you and you charge into them, it seems like they will hurt you. So you do want to keep that in mind and be careful.
Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think you should kill that Yeti. He's pretty tough, though. In fact, I'm not so sure you're up to it.
Now, if you notice, they say the voice actors say "kill," but the text says "torch." I'm not sure exactly why that level of censorship would be there exactly, because you know that they already said "kill." Usually, they would the voice actor and the text would say the same thing, unlike what it did.
I thought the Yeti was tougher than that. I guess he was all bark. Anyway, I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the Yeti didn't eat it.
Alright, so we got the Colossus Talisman now. And there's a side section over here, the windows that got busted out for us by the Yeti, so we can go through here really quickly and see what's over here. Now this is the first time we'll see ice in this game. While you're on ice, you cannot jump off of it. There usually is no holes that you can fall in while on ice, and that just kind of gives you an example of Sparks' range. It's a lot farther than it was in Spyro 2.
Spyro, welcome! We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport. Would you like to join in a match against our goalkeeper?
It's kind of funny because Spyro or hockey isn't a peace and common or a peaceful or calm sport.
You have 2 minutes to score 5 goals in the red goal.
You see, it's a difficulty of 2, but it can be difficult, especially if you're not used to. Well, I guess this particular challenge isn't that difficult, but it's still not that easy if you're not used to the ice. Because you can see the goalkeeper there. You have to try to get on one side of him. Try to get him on an extreme one side, like all the way to the left, and then shoot it in, and he will follow you rather than the puck. You'll see he will go slowly after the puck, but not it won't be. He won't focus on the puck as much as he will you. So you can keep that in mind. If you can get up really close to him, you can shoot it. You do want to be careful though, because you have to be pretty accurate with the puck. You can't go into first-person mode while on the ice, so you want to keep that in mind as well. You know, if you thought if you may be able to use that to your advantage, well, you're not going to be able to. And you notice there is a timer. I believe you said you had 2 minutes to get all of the to get 5 points. So you don't want to mess around too much while dealing with the goalie. It's easiest if you just try to get as many points early on as you can, so that the difficulty won't continue to. Oh, I didn't think you could actually hit it out of your mouth. The difficulty won't increase as time goes on, but you'll become. You'll have a feeling of being rushed while the time or while the clock is running down, especially if you don't have 3 or more points within 30 seconds. It's going to be kind of difficult to get because you can just see how much time it takes to get from one side of the ice to the other.
Well done. Have this.
Now there's another ice challenge which will be more difficult than the first one.
Would you like to try a game of one-on-one?
Okay.
The first to score 5 goals wins. You are shooting at the red goal. Off you go.
Alright, so you see this. 3 stars. Difficulty. This is going to be a lot harder because there's another hockey player, the red guy. We do have a goalie, so it makes it a little bit more fair, but he is AI and the same. He's not very good, to be honest. What the? Yeah, you see, I mean, the goalie on one side knocks it all the way over to him. Crap. Now you can flame while on the ice, and that's how you get the puck away from the other bear, from the red-shirted bear, or Yeti, or whatever he is. All you have to do is just flame him. That does not work on the goalie, however. So you just want to keep that in mind. He can push you to get the puck away from you. You cannot flame the goalie, and the bear is not as fast as you are. The red-shirted bear is not as fast as you are, but he will dive at you. So you do want to keep you want to keep that in mind. If you are outrunning him, he still has an opportunity to catch you. But if you just get if you flame him right at the start, try to go towards your goalie as fast as possible. You'll usually catch up to him pretty fast. Of course, you don't want to lose side of the bear or the puck. It's usually not a very good idea. And sometimes, if you can knock the red bear down, the red-shirted bear's goalie will not. Like, especially if the red bear's really close, but you knock him down, the red goalie will try to pass it to him like you saw there, and so that's a good strategy if you can do that. Really? You're supposed to shoot it towards me, ain't you? Oh, really? Like I said, you can't attack the goalie.
Too tough for you, eh?
Okay. Now, sadly, the difficulty does not decrease just because you lost. It's still, I believe it's, I wouldn't say it's randomly generated because you can see the puck goes pretty much in the same spot almost every time. You just have to be ready to get it. It may be different how the goalie reacts to the red goalie reacts to his partner, but I don't think so. I'm not sure, but I believe you can actually score in your own. What the? Oh, that's never happened before. I believe you can score in your own goal, so you do want to be careful. And it is kind of easy to trick the other team's goalie. You just have to figure out how to do it. Really? See, we can just... crap. Come on, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. There is no way to stop on the ice. You just pick, it's kind of, you just pick a direction and you'll go towards it. There's no way to speed up on the ice either. So you do want to keep that in mind while you're doing the event. And neither of the goalies will leave their goal, so they won't come out any farther. So you that's good for you, but also bad for you because the enemy goalie won't go out real far. I don't know why my goalie is sitting out so far. Like, he's sitting on the right side of the ice instead of the left side, like he's been doing forever. So I guess your goalie can be against you as well, because it makes more sense to throw it off on the left side of the goal, right where I'm going to be aiming. Let's see. Ah, crap. Now, you do want to be careful for that. He will, the red goalie will try to, he will try to lose you, and then he will try to flatten you, so you do want to be careful and pay attention to where he is, if you can, at all times. There we go. So you only have to do this twice, and then you get 2 orbs, and it's done.
Have this. If you stare at it long enough, you might not see anything.
And so you can go back into the ring, into the ice thing, and keep doing it if you want to. There's really no reason to at all. You can watch it if you want to. Of course, the blue goalie is just gonna keep losing over and over. But you can get in here and mess around if you want to. Try to practice a little bit more, I guess. There's no reason to at all, so I'm not even gonna waste time doing it. But I'm just want to show that off, that you can do that. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get out of here and get as far away from this as possible. Now, if you notice these golden statues, you want to kind of remember their locations for something that's another task for later on. And there we go. It's something else that we'll have to do. Well, I'll go ahead and start it right now. It's up here, I believe, in this cave, if I'm not mistaken. No. Maybe. No. But you still want to check it for gems. Ah, that's right. It's up in that building up there. Let's see, how do you get up there? Maybe we have to go along. Oh crap! We have to go along here, perhaps. And you see what these springs do? They will allow you to bypass huge sections of the level, and will allow you to get up here faster. And this is actually where we need to go, as a matter of fact.
You scared that evil spirit away, but now it will hide in the statues. If you were to flame all 10 statues, I'm sure you would chase it away for good.
Okay, so we have to flame 10 of the 10 green statues. Those will be the yellow statues that, just like this, you can see he looks a lot different than the golden statues there. All of these statues will have turned green, so all you have to do is just remember the locations of all of these golden statues, and that's it. It's pretty easy, you know, not really difficult. The only difficult thing is just remembering the locations of the statues. If you're not, you know, if you don't remember every single location for them. I remember most of them. I don't remember every single one. So this won't be quite, you know, I won't be able to do this very fast, but I remember a good chunk of them, so I'll be able to hopefully finish this pretty fast. We'll go ahead and knock out these enemies here real quickly. Oh, be careful. Get all this treasure here. Don't think there's anything up there right now, so we'll go ahead and hop down here. There's a statue. I don't think there's a statue here. No, because this leads back to there. And there may be one right here at the start of the level as well. No? Okay, well. Let's see. And you can see the evil spirit flying around. Sadly, he will not point you to where the last statue is, I don't think. Well, I missed him. My bad, but yeah, I don't think he points you to where the last statue is. So there's no point in really following him around and seeing what he does. See, there's one in here. And this whirlwind will appear, in case you want to just bypass that, but yeah, there we go. And there you go, that's all the statues.
Well done, Spyro! You scared the evil spirit away! Why don't you take this? I borrowed it from the temple. They don't need it.
Oh, so let me see. I believe there's just, yeah, I was gonna say that should be all the orbs here, so all we gotta do is just get the treasure up on top of, or right down here, as a matter of fact, and then try to figure out where that firework will be to break open that, oh, there we go, to break open that chest there, and that should be it. There may be some more hidden around, but I believe that should be it. And if you notice, the game did throw 2 pieces of treasure off the sides. So there's quite a bit of treasure left. If you notice, the game did throw those 2 pieces of treasure off the sides. That will actually happen quite often throughout the game. So you do want to be prepared for it, and obviously you don't want to go jumping off of a high place, especially if it's a difficult to high place that's difficult to get to, for a few pieces of treasure. But you just want, you want to keep that in mind and try to figure out good locations to jump down, and try to figure that out, and also not to remember, or not to forget where the treasure is. That's very important as well. Let's see, these are, I'm thinking they're at the beginning of the level, but I'm not 100% sure. Nothing over there. Aha, there we go. Okay, there's actually a trick you can do. I wasn't sure if I was able to do it right now, but if you push L1, if you hold down L1, R1, L2, R2 at the same time, sparks will actually point you in the direction of where the pieces of treasure are. It's actually pretty accurate. Of course, it's usually best if you get into a high place whenever you're doing this, just because it makes it a little bit easier to find the pieces of treasure. Okay, so it looks like he's pointing down into this building, perhaps. In here somewhere. Up top. Okay, so it's up there. And yeah, this is a way you can find pieces of treasure. Oh, here it is. Wow, I can't believe I missed that. Okay. Well, let's see how do we get out of here now? Oh, but yeah, it's really good tip if you. I guess you get it at the very start of the game. I wasn't sure if it. I knew you could get it, but I wasn't sure if it was now or if it was later on in the game. But it's definitely a very good way to. Well, it's definitely a good way to find pieces of treasure that you're missing. And so I guess he crushed that guy that was trying to teach him how to do that. But you know, wow, 25 minutes. I know I did spend a little bit of it here in the Summer Forest home world, but quite a bit of that was spent in that level. But now we can go on into the other section of the castle and some of the more complicated areas to get around in through here. This is where a large portion of the treasure will actually be held. You can see I do have 230 pieces, but this is still quite a significant amount of treasure is held in this section of the castle. See those buttons, you can either, I'm pretty sure you can charge them, but it's just easier to flame them and a little bit faster too as well.
You're well on your way, Spyro. Keep collecting talismans to help us defeat Ripto before he can take over Avalon. Oh, and keep collecting those orbs, too. The professor thinks they will help you get back to the Dragon World.
And you can see the treasure up top up there, so we will need to get up there, but we can't climb it just yet, so I don't think she'll teach us.
I saw something shiny at the top of this wall. You could probably get it, but you'll have to learn how to climb first.
And I'm not sure if Moneybags is around here. He's the one that will teach you how to do that. I believe Sunny Beach is the equivalent of the flights here for this in this game, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll just go ahead and clear out this and talk to Hunter really quickly.
Your game camera is currently in passive mode. This mode requires you to control the camera yourself and moves more slowly. If you like, I can change the game camera to use active mode. In active mode, the camera moves much faster.
Well, no.
Okay, I won't change it. Remember, you can change the camera mode yourself by using the options menu.
I personally don't like active camera. I know it moves slower and all that, but I like to be able to control it myself just because the game usually doesn't do a very good job of controlling it. It just it works a lot better if, and usually a lot of people find this as well, it's a lot easier if you do it by yourself instead of have the game do it for you. But, of course, everyone's different, and that's just how I like it. But anyway... Alright, so... this place is... an interesting level.
We've always had trouble with the gear grinders, but now they've set up force fields to separate us. If you can find diodes, you can use them to turn off the force field. I think there's a diode around here somewhere, but my eyesight isn't what it used to be.
Alright, so this thing right there is a diode. You stick them into the gates, like he was saying, and that's how you can go from place to place. If you notice some of these robots here, I believe all you have to do is just charge into them, and that's how you destroy them. These things you can destroy as well, but you don't get any benefit from destroying them outside of, I guess, just destroy the satisfaction of destroying them, I guess. But there's quite a bit of space to go around and to collect treasure. And it's actually kind of easy to lose treasure. So you want to be careful and pay attention to different areas like this. That may be stuck out of the way, but you'll have to go there anyway, of course. But you know, you just want to look out for areas like this. And you want to look out for the robots as well. They're not that difficult to take care of. You know, all you have to do is just, because they are metal, you have to charge into them. And as long as you don't do it where you can potentially die, you're okay. You don't have to worry about dying by charging around them, unless you, like I said, unless you charge through them and into a off of a ledge. That's about the only time you need to be careful. Of course, these big guys you have to flame to be able to kill them. But you know, the enemies here are just pretty much, you know, standard enemies that we've faced before in this game, and as well as in Spyro 2 or Spyro 1. Nothing new. You know, no new enemy type. There's no medium-sized enemies here. You know, it's just. Well, I guess the robots. I don't know. I'd have to hit a robot again to see if that was a medium-sized robot or not, or if you can just run right through them. Yeah. Okay. So the robots are considered small enemies, so you just run right through with them instead of getting stuck by them. You see, we almost have all of the spirit particles we need to unlock that particular power-up. So you want to look around here and try to figure out where the exit is. There we go. But we do need to return back to this area as soon as we get enough spirit particles, so that we can knock out those, or so that we can use that power-up, and we will be able to. So that we can I'll talk to this guy real quick.
Oh, these gear grinder thieves keep taking our lightning stones. If you can replace them all and activate our generators, I'd be very grateful.
Alright, so this is actually kind of difficult because of those thieves. What they will do is what you have to do is to get these little lightning orbs, or whatever you call them, into slots that are positioned around these towers here. There's usually three of these things around here, so you have to walk around each side. Not sure if there's one in the rear or not. No. 1, 2. I wonder where the third one is. I guess it goes across over here. Now, those, I guess he called them gear grinder thieves. They will actually try to. I guess they won't steal the lightning orbs until you set them all in place. But they will try to steal the lightning orbs, and it's your job to protect the lightning orbs and keep them from stealing them. Of course, as you can see, you do get a warning if someone. Oh crap! When they try to steal them, all you have to do is just kill them. You can charge into them, so that's, you know, that makes it a little bit easier. I guess these are considered the medium-sized enemies. You can hear when they're about to appear. You can hear when they're laughing. That means they're coming. All you have to do is just make sure that you have enough set up really fast so that they will try to come for them. Of course, you don't want to overextend yourself too much so that it's hard to keep track of all of them, but as long as you don't let them leave the area where they came in from, it's actually pretty easy. You just have to wait until. There we go. What the? guess they won't run away. I thought I could have swore they was going to, but I guess all they do is just take them to a corner and hide with them. I don't hear any more laughing, so that's odd. I could have swore they could run off with them, and you could lose because of that. They still may, and maybe that's just, you know, maybe he didn't destroy the lightning orb. Let's see, where'd they go? There we go. That's gotta be it. I guess they will grab them, and if they will mess around with them, and I guess they'll destroy them. Where he went. No. That sucks. Well, I guess I gotta put more down and wait for more to come back. But there's only 2 more left, so that shouldn't be too difficult. You can just, I guess they, that's got to be the challenge. They, if you wait around long enough, I guess they'll break them, and if they break them, then you won't be able to win. You don't have to set them all down into their slots, I don't think. Crap. Come back here, you. There we go. There's one. I guess that's the difficult thing. They can, if you let them get away, they will. Maybe that's the difficult thing, you know, because they can get away so fast if they get caught into a corner. Like if they're running away with the lightning orbs, I guess they're easier to well, obviously they're easier to catch, but I guess that's got to be it. I'm not even sure what exactly the challenge is. Like I said. Yeah, but we'll see. I guess we have to.
Thanks for getting rid of the gear grinder thieves. Now all you have to do is replace all the lightning stones.
Alright, so I guess we do have to replace all the lightning stones. But I'm sure all you have to do is just do that after you get done with the thieves. I'm not even sure where all the empty spots were. Hopefully that's the last one. Maybe. No. Let me see. Hopefully here. There we go.
Thank you, Spyro. I found this shiny thing mixed up with our lightning stones. Please, take it as a reward.
Alright, so we got another orb. And then I'll see if how do I get out of here. I believe this is this is it. Yeah, but now where do I go? I think. Well, I guess the thieves don't count as the other as it was real enemies. So sadly. But there's a bunch over here that we can go ahead and get rid of. Now, obviously, you want to be careful. That's the second time that I've ran into it. One of the big gear grinders, and they've squished me 3 times now. So you want to be careful when you're around them. They can very easily crush you. You know, like, so you want to try to draw the robot out a little ways before dealing with it, or just staying away from it altogether. You can see its range is actually pretty short, and if you can get it far enough away from it, it will just stop chasing you. So that is a strategy if you want to use that instead of having to follow them and potentially getting crushed and all that. You know, you just try to stay away from them, and that usually works a little bit better than chasing after them and getting crushed. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and check. We'll go back to that the power up. Now you can see it's a supercharged power up. This is how you break that, and this is how you break all these stone windmills. They're the stone underneath the windmills, and that will stop the propellers from spinning so fast that you can actually jump on them. And the buttons will stay lit until you leave the level, so you don't have to worry about these being on a time limit. You can, after this, you can just go at your own pace. But we do have other ones to take care of, so you do want to try to find where those are and pay attention to, to where those are and everything. And I guess that's the thing about destroying the windmills. You don't have to worry about getting caught on them. If you just go ahead and destroy them, and if you go ahead and knock them out, you don't have to worry about potentially getting messed up by them. So it's really, it's really up to you if you want to take them out or not. Let me see. I think all I have to do is just go straight, and then I can loop around here, jump up here, and that should get me there, unless I can just immediately cut right and run it and just barely nick that stone, and that should get to me, because you can see you can turn pretty tight. And thanks, I didn't get caught on the wall. So that's how you can get up here.
Spyro, do you see that big building over there? The gear grinders are using it to steal our electricity. Please help us by shutting down the machinery inside.
So this one won't be too difficult. You just have to get the timing right for gliding on these propellers, even though they do move pretty slow. That is one thing, they do move pretty slow, so that can make you be impatient if you're if you're in a hurry and you just want to get it over with. That can make you go a little bit faster than you normally would. You do have to worry about these platforms moving in and out, and they can catch you and knock you down if you're not careful. So you do want to pay attention to that.
Spyro, you've done well so far. You can have this little trinket for good luck. If you have any questions about shutting down the factory, just ask me.
I think all we have to do is just go in there and break something.
The next glides get tricky. You'll have to use your hover maneuver to make them. Press the triangle button during a glide to hover and get extra height. Remember to press triangle when you are very close to the windmill, or you won't make it.
And now this is a lot, full 5 stars. This is a lot more difficult, and there is not any way to get back up here easily. You have to go back around the entire way that we just came to be able to get up here. So that kind of makes you want to stay up here. Try to stay up here a little bit more, because you do that a couple times and it'll get pretty old pretty fast, and you'll get more and more frustrated. And you also want to make sure that you get all the pieces of treasure that are around here up in these upper sections. You don't want to miss anything, obviously. I guess if you destroy all of them, you get a dragonfly, I guess. So that's good. Or not dragonfly, a butterfly. Or a blue butterfly. Oh crap. Ah, really? That sucked. I guess I go back to this guy. So that's a good way if you're good on lives. You can always kill yourself to get back up here faster. And it's not a bad idea at all, just to go ahead and, you know, kill yourself because... Okay, I don't know why the alarms were going off. Ah, crap. Well, I'll go and grab these real quick. I can already tell I'm gonna have trouble with this. But hopefully this will get me up here faster. I didn't even know about this one. Oh, good. I'm glad they did that. That was a very good idea. Definitely, just because you know how difficult this is, and like I said before about being patient and getting impatient. I'm definitely starting to get there. Kind of, that's why I'm taking more risks than I normally would. Well, I'll just have to get over here on this one then. See if we can fly across. There we go. Oh, this is gonna be close. There we go. I don't know how in the world I made that. I hate to fly over there just for those. Man, I'll come back to it. I guess it's better than dying here and having to come back to it. Really? I pressed the triangle button and it wouldn't work. I guess I'll go ahead and get those pieces of treasure just because I know I'm gonna have to keep dying and coming back to this area, so I might as well. See if we can make it again. Yeah. So, if you know how to, I guess you can be a little bit fast while going through there, but you don't want to be too fast. I wonder if you can get up here without having to climb up there, and I don't think so. I think you have to get up here just by that route. Well, no, maybe you can fly over from that low section. But this will put you back a little ways. I don't think it's too far from where the whirlwind is, but yeah, you know, it is quite a bit of travel. Well, I guess not that much traveling in between there and here, so it doesn't really matter. And it will sadly give you more practice on this. So it's really up to you. You know, you of course player preference again. And of course, it's always best to go towards propellers that are actually flying toward or rotating towards you rather than away from you, just for one of those reasons. And then we'll just go on to this other one just for a little bit more insurance to get across here. And then there you go. We'll just go ahead and continue around the level this way, and hopefully we can make it this time instead of die. So wait for the middle one to go, and then jump out to it. I pushed the stinking triangle button. I guess you have to push it a little bit before you actually get up to whatever ledge you're going up against, so that you don't fall off mysteriously. That stinks. I'm not sure what that noise is. I don't think there's any robots left, or at least there shouldn't be, but maybe there is. Or maybe it's just those thieves, but they shouldn't be the thieves either, because I just destroyed all of them.
Spyro, help! The switch to turn off the gear grinder factory is in that room, but, it's awfully noisy in there.
Makes you grab these pieces of treasure because you don't have to come back for it. And then we'll destroy the gear grinder factory that was so difficult to get to.
Thanks for shutting down the factory. Here, I found this stuck between the gears. You can have it if you want.
And then that's another orb. Should be the last orb, yeah. So now all I have to do is just find the exit and the last bits of treasure. And we're done. Thankfully. Not sure what's around here. I don't think anything. Well, I guess it's another way to get around if you wanted to go this way. And of course, all the platforms and everything stay open because it would be too difficult to allow you to open them up. Or I'm sorry, it would be too easy to allow you to have them stay open while you're going up through all that crap. But you know, I mean, hey, it is what it is. The difficulty and all that. Yep, that should be it. No, this last piece of treasure. Yep. Now all I have to go is get the talisman.
Thank you, Spyro. You've deactivated all of the electric barriers. We've been guarding this talisman from the gear grinders. Please, take it as a reward.
Alright, well, we got that talisman, we got all the levels and everything. Or we got everything we needed to, so now we're done, thankfully. So I guess they get their revenge for being zapped before. Okay. A lot of these really don't make sense. And they don't seem very kid-friendly, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. Oh, it looks like my frames dropped really rapidly somewhere. Hope it didn't mess anything up. Let's see, what was my time? 51 minutes? I guess I can at least try and finish the... No, there ain't no way I'm gonna finish anything, but see what he'll give me.
Say, Spyro, you see this wall here? I bet you're dying to know what's on the other side. If only I had a few more gems, I might be able to remember how to lower the wall.
Oh. Sure.
Yes, the sparkling beauty of those gems seems to have jogged my memory.
Of course not. I don't think we get to learn to climb until later. Okay. So we'll see what this level is. Aquaria Towers. I think Sunny Beach may have actually been a level, but I'm running a little bit I'm running low on time, so I'll go ahead and go to I'll go ahead and read the trivia for the levels that I've already done and everything, and I'll just go ahead and end the video here. I hate to, but you know, it's time-wise and everything, and how long these levels have been taking me. But anyway, so we'll go to Sunny, I don't know, Colossus. Alright, Colossus is a world filled with monks who have been terrorized by a Yeti. The world is filled with large statues that resemble the monks. The monks talk like characters out of a cheesy karate movie and resemble workers from the Idle Springs. Each time you help one out, he'll use his levitating powers to open a new path for you. They also have a passion for hockey. 400 pieces of treasure, 3 orbs, 13 spirit particles, fodder is penguins. Enemies are goats, yaks, and the Colossus Yeti himself. Trivia: the monks presumably practice a faith akin to Tibetan Buddhism, as can be inferred from their clothing. The setting of the world accents various statues resembling the common image of Buddha and the presence of yaks, which are native to the Himalayas and Tibet in the real world.
While Brother Ned said that Spyro should kill the Yeti, the dialogue box replaced kill with torch. It's currently unknown why. When the PlayStation Network released Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage the Realm, this realm and Idle Springs failed to upload completely and the game was taken off the market. The glitch has been fixed and the game has been re-released ever since. So we'll go to Hurricos next. Hurricos is a realm located in Summer Forest. You can access the realm in the castle after you learn swimming. Hurricos is constantly ravaged by giant thunderstorms, which partially explains the name. The people of Hurricos don't mind this, however, the lightning bolts power their machines. The Electrolls apparently build machines for Avalar. Unfortunately, the Electrolls are frequently harassed by the Gear Grinders, large muscular brutes who love sabotaging the machines. Some Gear Grinders also create small robot soldiers to do their work. 400 pieces of treasure, 3 gems, or sorry, 3 orbs, 22 spirit particles. Fodder is rabbits. Enemies, Gear Grinder robot, and then the Gear Grinder thieves. Let's see, trivia part of this music from Hurricos and Aquaria Tower sounds very similar, maybe the same. I mean, the towers yet. So that's all the trivia and everything for all levels. So thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is how many times did I spit out the lightning stones during the lightning stone challenge. Thank you for watching. Next time we will go through Sunny Beach, Aquaria Towers, hopefully, and maybe finish the Summer Forest. So until then, later everyone.